Halloween is almost here, and if you want to watch a superhero movie instead of a horror movie this Halloween, then I have five movie franchises or five movies that you can watch this Halloween as a superhero fan. And of course, at the top of the list, I have the Blade trilogy. Wesley Snipes as Blade is just perfection, and his return in Deadpool and Wolverine was such a great nostalgic moment that the cinema just went wild when he came on the screen. These movies are what started most of our loves for superhero movies. It is the start of the MCU basically now, and it's just a fantastic franchise. Although Blade Trinity might not be the best movie, I do think the first one and the second one are just awesome and brilliant movies. I can't wait to rewatch them. Secondly, I have the Yellboy movies. Now, the Boy and the Crooked Man that came out earlier this year, about a month ago, I think, is actually the ideal horror movie. It's not too scary, but it leans deeper into the horror element of the Hellboy comics. Or you can watch the Ron Perlman movies that came out in the 2000s. If you're a fan of David Harbour, then you can go check out the David Harbour version. Either way, any of the Hellboy movies will work. They are all awesome. At number three, I have Constantine, the movie starring Keanu Reeves. The movie is getting a sequel, and this might not be the Constantine you're used to from the comics, but it's still a fantastic horror superhero movie or comic book movie with a wonderful story and amazing performances. It's definitely worth checking out if you haven't watched it yet. At number four, I have Brightburn, which is basically what if Superman was purely evil. It's not like The Boys with Homelander, it is a horror story and it is fantastic. It was produced by James Gunn and it's such a really cool concept that I really hoped that there might be a second movie in this franchise or a different movie in this universe. But anyway, go check out Brightburn if you haven't yet. It is a fantastic horror superhero movie. And number five, I have Werewolf by Night, which isn't exactly a movie. It's called a Marvel special presentation. It's a horror or a Halloween special. There's a black and white version, which is the original version, and there's the color version. Both are equally great. It's also probably Marvel's first TVMA or R-rated project, and it was just a fantastic story. I really enjoyed it. It visits a different side of the MCU, almost like Agatha all along does with the witches. It's more the mystic side and the weird creatures like Werewolf by Night or Man Thing. And for some honorable mentions, I have the Batman movies, especially The Batman, which I think is a fantastic Halloween movie, but it's not that scary or it doesn't have too much horror elements. You can also check out the animated Batman movies. There are a bunch that focuses on Halloween or on the scarier side, or Batman's more scarier villains. The New Mutants is also good to go check out. You can go check out Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, which is probably the first horror in the main MCU timeline. You can go check out the Venom movies. They are also sort of horror. You can go check out the third Venom movie, The Last Dance. That's out in cinemas now. It is a fantastic Venom movie. It's not the best movie of the year, but it's a fun movie. And finally, The Crow, the original one starring Brandon Lee that came out in the 90s. It is a fantastic movie, and the remake just isn't even close enough to being as good as the original. Let me know what superhero horror movies or Halloween type of movies you might watch this Halloween, or which ones that I might have missed.